guys, today we decided to do a slightly different kind of post. So we kind of will walk through some 15-minute art challenge and discuss a little bit about the tools that I use. Then you'll see a 15-minute art challenge, as well as at the end we'll talk about honoring our inspirations. So here we are. I just wanted to very quickly, I get asked this a lot, you know, what are my main tools? These are my main tools. They are all Pentel brush pens. You can find more of that on my tools page. And basically what you have is a fine and an extra fine pen that is my primary tool that I use. It's the one I draw almost 95% of the time with. I have some modification brushes that I've created that I use in order to add texture and to fill in some black areas so I'm not just running my brushes. All of them I refill with Noodler's ink, and basically what I do with that is that allows me to have inks that I can just do washes over and different things like that, and it doesn't run, so it's dry, it's permanent ink. I also use this tool. It's by Art Scribe Bendy. I always get his name wrong, but anyway, I have a link to that on my in my tools page as well. And it's a great travel pen. As you can see, I can close it up. I'm done. I can pull it out, and then I can hook it on and I can ink. So, you know, these are my primary ones, what we're going to discuss now is the 15-minute art challenge. The 15-minute art challenge, the reason why it came about is because I needed to continue to practice to draw when I was at work, and everybody else was taking smoke breaks. And so what I started doing was I started taking 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, and then at some point I started getting better and I was putting 10 minutes together, and then I'd have a 5-minute later. And then finally I ended up just doing a 15-minute one where I could spend a little extra time and make the quality a little extra, and that's really where this came from. It came from need. The need to be able to draw in a small amount of time, but continue to build my skills. And so for the last 5-6 years, the majority of my drawings are typically about one drawing a day, typically about 15 minutes of that day, and just trying to push as much as I can into that. Now, I say typically, that means that, you know, obviously there are other times where I have a lot more drawings going in, and you guys who have been following me have seen that as well. But I challenge you to take the 15-minute challenge, and the best way to do it is you get your phone. You know, you swipe up to, or whatever phone you use, swipe up, you set 15 minutes on here, and you hit go. And that's what I'm going to do today. And I'm going to kind of, as I go, I'll try to talk, although a little bit that's going to be hard, because at the same time, you know, I'm trying to push in to the 15-minute challenge a good drawing, right? So what I want to show you is these are some sketches. Some of the background's going to come through on it, but these are some sketches that I've been doing. I knew that I was going to be doing this 15-minute challenge video, so I wanted to have a base idea of what I was going to do. Now, that's not how I typically handle 15-minute art sketches, but because I wanted to come here not with, I don't know what I'm going to draw, I went ahead and I'm using this new character that I've recently created, and I've been playing with him a little bit more and trying to get an idea of, you know, how he looks, how he behaves, what his attitude is. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this guy right here for 15 minutes. And in the end, It won't be colored, but what it will be is inked, and hopefully I will have inked it well and won't have messed up, which, you know, that comes along with the 15-minute challenges. Sometimes you get through it and you do one thing that messes the whole thing up. That's part of the challenge. Next time you just got to do it again, and you got to get it right, and you just keep going on. But each time you're learning from it and you're growing from it. So with that said, you know, let's get into the 15-minute challenge. We'll do the drawing, and then at the end again we'll talk about honoring our inspirations. All right. So my typical method is just roughing in these parts. I've got him a little too tall here, so I'm going to start pulling him out a little bit, make him a little bit bigger, etc. Really like his mask, that it's teeth, and so I'm trying to emphasize that. He's kind of a bulldog kind of character, but at the same time, as soon as he is done with a fight, he's ready to go out and just kind of get some ice cream. You know, he's bulldog in a fight, but friendly after when he's not. And I'm taking my time, but so it's kind of this type of character here. And I always go back and I check this. So, and I've seen a lot of artists that, you know, turn their page a lot, and I realized I really don't turn my page all that often. You know, you're just gonna, you just figure out how you draw and you just do it and try to learn from others and grow, but at the same time, you know, what's comfortable for you is what you've got to do. So we'll look here, I've got 8 minutes left. I think I'm going to be mostly fine. You know, it's going to get down to details and different things like that that I'm going to not have done. Point of the 15-minute drawing is, you know, when it's up, you can add colors, but really, you should be done. So when I'm done here, when that timer goes off, I shouldn't go back in and fix the fact that he's missing something. Just stick with it and understand that you did what you did, and move on to the next one when you have another 15 minutes. Again, you know, another thing about the 15-minute is that everybody has 15 minutes here or there. We have it, we use it for TV, we use it for sending an email, we use it for looking at Instagram, whatever it is. We have it, we can use it, we just need to utilize it, figure out how we can utilize it. So here I'm at 6 minutes, and you can see what I've gotten done. Now what I can do is I can go back in and I can start really filling out some of these pieces. This is, you know, I got the rough done, and I can go in and start adding in elements to him that make him feel more full. That's one of my mod brushes that I spoke about earlier. Just comes in, does the trick, and then I can move on. Now, this isn't my best drawing of him, but it is a drawing of him, and I've gotten one more done that, had I not done this, I likely wouldn't have done of him. And that's an important element. Do what you can, draw what you can, get as many drawings done as possible, and then move on to the next one. Don't hold on to babies. Don't try to overthink it, overdraw it. Just get it done and move on. Now, you want to get better and you want to show your best stuff, but you won't get your best stuff if you keep coddling and different things like that. The drawings that are good, but could be better if you'd had more drawings in you. Another thing that this would be good to learn for is if you do a Comic Con ever, get out there, you can do a bunch of these, you know, get more done, get them done in 15 minutes or so, and then, you know, you can have more time for some bigger drawings, and you know, sell yourself as being able to do 15 minutes characters, and, you know, do those at a certain price if you want, and then do the rest at a different price, you know. So right now I'm going to get out this guy. I've got about 3 minutes here. This one has a good brush. You'll see it here. It's kind of gives a nice texture, a nice feel. And this one has Noodler in it, but it also has the original Pentel in it, so I can't really do a whole lot of brush pen, ink wash type stuff over it, because it's still holding on to some of that older ink, and it'll bleed a little bit. This has just got ink wash in it. Okay, 2 minutes left. Do his little growly face thing in here as well. Now I can go in and decide, you know, is there anything else that I want to do to this? And I can slow down a little bit, add some feeling that I would like to have in here. Little extra nuances to his baggage packing that he has in here. Pull things out. In my rush, I've kind of splotched up my page a little bit, which is fine. What I would like to see is a better face on this character. And, you know, next time I'll be able to do that. Now I know how I don't want to handle him. So there's that. I've got just a few moments left. In here, you know, if I wanted to splatter at this point, I could. I'm not going to because I don't have any need to at this moment. But there we have it. He's done. I have 8 seconds left, and I'm just going to call it done as is. Alright guys, so that was my 15-minute art challenge, and just show you here what it looked like. Discussing after this is honoring our inspirers. Those people who we go to Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, wherever we go, and we find them, we enjoy their work. They help us grow our own abilities and help us to become stronger. How do we honor those people? How do we honor the people that have taken the time to share their work with us? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Click the little button that says I like their work. Comment on their work. When you do that, then it shares that with everybody that you're sharing with, and that honors them. That helps them continue to grow their audience and push out further, right? And in the end, when you are doing that for somebody else, others will start doing that more and more for you. So keep that in mind. You know, we want to honor these people. Yeah, you can't always buy their work. That's fine. But a little click as you're going through goes a long way, a lot longer than you might realize. When I go through my my feed, I can see how many people have actually looked at my work versus how many people have actually clicked on my work, and often there's like a thousands difference between there. Now that's fine. Not everybody has to click, but if we're going to honor those people that have taken their time to share their work with us, then we can click that little button and just say, hey, everybody who follows me, I liked this person's work. So that's a simple thing that you can do. You know, there's more that you can do. There's sharing it on your feed. There's, a bunch of other things, but really just the little like button, the little love button, the little star, whatever. All right? So that's it for today, and get out there, do a challenge, share with other people that you're doing the challenge. Feel free to mention me, feel free to not mention me. But, if you want to link them back to the website so that they understand, what a 15-minute challenge is, do that. That will help my audience grow, and it'll also help them as they're going through their learning stages to get better, to get stronger, and that's really what we all want. I've started, you know, I've started at a low point where I didn't have a lot of good strong skills. I built up my skills and I continue to build my skills, and I want to help other people build their skills as well. So you know, share the 15-minute challenge, share the ideas that you find in this week's post, and just keep growing. All right, you guys have a good day.